Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask Hat on, suit on, looking like the crack of dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Steve Harvey, join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm not afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Here we go today. I think I have something for a lot of people today. At least I hope I do. And this is about on your journey. And this is about something that happens to us all. I mean, what happens to all of us from time to time when we get discouraged? What happens to all of us when we feel like quitting? What happens to all of us when we have that turn back moment? What happens to all of us when it don't seem like it's going to pan out? Because I want you to understand something, that every single living soul has those thoughts about something at some point in their life. I mean, look, I've oftentimes been discouraged about things not happening as fast as I'd like them, or things don't pan out the way I would like for them to have panned out. I mean, there's so many ways to get discouraged. But what my encouragement to you is, when discouragement comes, is understand this. It is a part of the growth process. It is a test. It is a test of your faith. How bad you want it. Do you really believe? That's all faith is simply, and I've said this how many times, faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. So when discouragement comes, setbacks comes, it is a test of your faith. At least it's been that way for me. Now, other people can explain it another way. I'm not other people. I can only give it to you the way it's come to me and throughout my life. And man, oh man, oh man, discouragement sometimes is tough to deal with. Because it seems at times when you are discouraged that it's so absolute that this means the end. And if you allow it to set in, it can be just that, the end of you. When merely it was a test. That's all it is. But the majority of people that I know who are not successful, or who have told me the story of how they gave up, it was because at a moment of discouragement that they allowed it to set in, and it became so engulfing that it became the reason why you shouldn't finish. And then they started justifying it with, hear the one that I hate to hear. Well, if it's God's will. Excuse me? If it's God's will that you fail, if it's God's will that you're not successful, if it's God's will that you lay down and give up, it's God's will that you allow yourself to amount to not reach your potential, that's God's will. That's not the God I know. That's not the God I serve. That's not the God I've read about. That's not the God I believe in. I'm sorry. My mother always taught me something, that he didn't bring me this far to leave me. I just don't believe that. Not for a second. Now, have I convinced myself of some things? Yep. Have I allowed the devil to come into the picture and paint a different one for me? Yep. I've done all of that. But you can't blame that on God now. Come on. So when discouragement comes, try to look at it, if you can, as a test of your faith. And you merely have to pass the test. It could be for a day, a half a day, a few hours, a week, a few weeks. It don't matter. Don't nobody know how long the test period is. Your job is to keep the faith and keep moving. Keep the faith and keep moving. Keep working. Keep believing. Keep hope alive. That's your job. If you do that, that's how you pass the test. It could be over tomorrow. It could be over in 2 weeks. It could be over in a month. You don't know. But all you got to do is wake up and keep the faith and fight the discouraging feelings. And how do you do that, Steve? Now, here we go. This is the part I know about for sure. Because how many times I've had to fight off discouragement in order to get to where God wanted me to be. What do you do when you become discouraged? Well, I think of the outcome. When I get discouraged about a task, I think about the outcome. Man, what would it be like if I were to complete the task? What would it be like, man? What would the outcome be for me if I hung on in there? If I didn't give up? If I imagine if I don't quit, I imagine if I don't give up, what would it be like? Man, suppose everything I'm hoping for comes true. But if I don't quit and give up, that might just be the case. I start talking to myself like that. I think of what the upside is. What's the upside to staying with it? You see, all this is the same thing. I'm just giving you different ways to look at it. I'm saying the exact same thing over and over, but I'm just trying to find the switch that connects in your mind where you can say, okay, man, I'm going to hang in there. Because if you think of the outcome and the outcome is appealing to you, if you imagine what it would be like if you don't give up or you don't quit, if you think only of what the upside is to staying with it, and then I go, where can this lead to? If I stay with it, man, and the outcome comes true, where else could that lead me to? Because, I mean, there's always more to it. So where else could this lead me to? What are the possibilities, man? What are the limitless possibilities? What could God possibly have in store for me if I just hang in there? If I pass this test of faith? If I just pass this test? Now, it ain't going to be the only one, but you got to get past this one, though. Then you're going to hit a smooth plane. Then it's going to be another one. It's going to be another one. Life ain't nothing but a series of tests, man. Man, when you're thinking about giving up, when you're discouraged, think of the outcome. Imagine what it would be like if you don't quit, if you don't give up. What's the upside to staying with it? Where can this all lead to? What can this get you to? If you do this and you get to where you think you want to be, oh my God, what's after that? What are the limitless and endless possibilities of holding on to your faith? What could really be out there for me, man, if I just pass this test? You got to talk yourself into hanging in there.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, everybody. Hey, listen, can I have your attention, please? I have a few questions I'd like to ask this morning. I don't normally like to start the show with questions. I like to start the show with statements, but I'm just a little bit curious. Here's question number one. Have you ever seen Today before? That's question number one. Has any of you ever been at this moment that we have in front of us currently at the present moment? Have any of you ever been here before? Third question. If this is a new experience, should you not be awfully excited about it? And then the last question, if you ain't excited about doing something you've never done before, like arrive at a moment in time that you've never had before, and it's called today, which is why they call it the present, because it is a gift from God. Why would you not be overjoyed with that? I know I am. What I'm talking about. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South, Jr., a government name, Kill Spates, the legend that is nephew Tommy Jr. You've been having a lot on your mind lately. What's going on?
I'm going to tell you this, I really mean this, man. It's going to be hard, man, to watch these NBA playoffs. I know it's going to be hard. Because it's the commercials, Tommy. The commercials.
Oh, I thought because y'all wasn't in it.
No. We ain't in it. That's a fact. Yeah, it's a fact, man. It's just the commercials, man. Because they making me think something wrong with me. Now, I already got sickle cell, but now I feel like, this Prilosec OTC commercial. Seen this 25 times over the weekend. I saw Ozempic. Now I know my A1C got to be high. Because they told me. If you see something, I got all of this, dog. I have to have it. I'm going to tell you another thing that's wrong, too. I got to get some Pepto in here. Because them people in that restaurant singing, upset stomach, heartburn, diarrhea, I got to see it. Them people, I have to have all of this stuff wrong with me. Because they keep showing me every NBA commercial break. And oh, my Lord, Lumi, they want us to get this. They need us to go get this now. This is 72-hour deodorant that you can put anywhere. Feet, underarms, chest, back, everything. 72 hours. We have to get this stuff. Yeah, she said that on TV.
She said that.
So I have to. Yes, you have to.
I don't like her though, Junior.
Well, you ain't got to like her.
The creator?
But the fact of the matter is,
I just don't like her.
Okay. So you don't want to get the Lumi. You don't need it.
I don't like the way she representing the brand. She might have invented it, but she should have went to casting and got an actress or something. She too close to the camera for me.
That's what it is. She all in the camera.
It looks like a selfie video. It do look like
I don't like you talking about butt crack smelling and all that. You all up on the camera. Back up. You in my face. You don't know why I'm over here eating. You all in my face talking about have you seen? That's it.
That's her. The whole
when the last time you smell your butt? Well, lady.
I just think, man, they showed us some more commercials. What a car dealership commercials at? Give me something happy.
Coming up.
Number one restaurant in the hood. Ain't ever seen a commercial.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour. Thank you, Junior. It's Church Complaints with Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It is time now for Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam. Today is Monday. You know what that means. Church Complaints.
Ooh,
yeah.
Let me get my sunglasses for this here.
We got the coolest pastor on the planet.
Don't we, though?
I am here to bring about ovulation.
Ovulation.
In the population. To guide most diffusely.
That's right.
As we projectile through this journey of life. We mystification so many times.
So well versed.
We in the bowels of constipation.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Realize our duty as we go forward. Let us begin with church complaints. Come on, Deacon.
All right, Pastor. Let me get it together here. All right, listen, they asking that you talk to Sister Gretchen McDaniel. Now, she keep teaching the kids slavery songs during the children's church. They keep, the kids can't get "Steal Away" out of their head and they don't know what it means. So we please need to talk to her.
Well, I think it's a good thing. I was forced as a child by my father to listen to the blues.
Amen.
It turned out that I became the most depressed 8-year-old at the school.
Lord,
So I think a good slave song will cut back on some of the violence that permeates in our school system today. If you're going to take prayer out to school, at least put a good old hymn in there.
All right.
Steal away. Whoa, steal away.
He's feeling it.
That's what they do.
Ain't nothing like a baby singing "Steal Away."
All right, moving right along. I let them know that the kids will continue to learn these slavery songs. Moving forward, Brother Cyrus is now wearing a wig with a chin strap on it. People keep pulling it and popping it back down on his head. He's asking that you suspend those that are doing this to him. Your call, Pastor. But
no, I thought that the chin strap was a brilliant idea because he has lost several hair pieces due to winds, strong winds and shout. And by wearing a chin strap, it has helped. I think what some of the sanctuary is trying to do is tighten it for him. And he's confusing it. Because sometimes he's not paying attention and it's all the way back on his neck.
Okay. What I talk
look like a safari hat.
I didn't know you was going to go that way with it.
I know. Get the visual.
And deal.
All right, moving along, Pastor. Sister Lastacia just had an 8-pound baby boy. Now, her father is furious that she don't know who the father is. She, however, did go to a Wild and Out TV show taping. The father think is Nick Cannon's baby, and he wants a paternity test. Your thoughts, Pastor?
Oh.
Wow.
If you went to Wild and Out, there's a strong possibility. I mean, they got my vote. Because you down there at the baby-making capital of the world, you go down there to Wild and Out. They wilding out, acting out, showing out, all other kind of out. Oh, praise God for Brother Nick. Hang on in there.
Yeah,
according to Nick, though, you won't have to take him to court for payments. He don't have that with none of his baby's mamas.
All right.
That's what he said, Pastor. Amen.
Well, Pastor, this is a touchy one here. Please talk to Brother Felix Davis. Now, he is just out of control, Pastor. Now, we all know that Brother Felix is gay, and we have no problem with that. We love Brother Felix. But he asked Brother Philip, how do I get to the church picnic? And Brother Philip said, first you need to go straight, and then he just started cussing Brother Philip out and pulled out the parking lot.
We stand by our directions. We stand by our directions to the picnic. Go straight if you want to get to the picnic. Felix, now you know you've had several other outbursts. You didn't like several things. We was at the church dance, and somebody played "I'm Coming Out, I'm Coming Out, I Want the World to," and then you didn't like that.
Mad at that. You
got mad at that. And then somebody played Grace Jones' song. Pull up to the bumper, baby.
Really?
And then you had a problem with that there, Felix. And you started looking around the party like everybody, well, nobody's talking about you. The directions to the picnic is first, just go straight. We can't give you nothing else. You're in front of the church. Your car is pointed east. You asked the direction. We said you got to go straight. Now, what are you mad at us for? We didn't say nothing about you had to change, nothing else. We just said you got to go straight in your car. Sister Carly has cut off Zoom. What does that mean?
It means it's time to go. Coming up next.
Shirley, go straight to the break. Straight to the break.
It is Ask the CLO, Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, we're sending prayers of healing to superstar Jamie Foxx as he's still hospitalized in Atlanta. Sad news there. Actress and comedian Monique is suing CBS TV over royalties from a past TV show. And New York City has a brand new rat czar. We'll see how this works out. The rat czar will get rid of the city's rat problems. That's what she was hired to do. All that's coming up at the top of the hour. We'll talk about it then, but right now it is time to ask the CLO Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey. Fifi in Bismarck writes, after 11 years of marriage, my hubby said he wants to see other people. He doesn't want a divorce. He's asking for permission to cheat. I would rather die than be a single middle-aged woman. So do I agree to have an open marriage with him?
Are you stupid?
Right. Come on now.
Wait a minute. You would rather die than to be a single middle-aged woman? Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me?
Who wants to
Are
die?
you kidding me? You would rather die than to be free? Wait a minute. You got a man that don't want you. That you got a man and you ain't enough for him. That's what he's saying to you. He wants to see other people, but he don't want to get divorced. He's asking for your permission to cheat. Mm-hmm. Now, you've already given him the permission because you just said you'd rather die than to be a single middle-aged woman. So you're going to sit there in a marriage and feel what it feels like to be put into a second place position.
Less than, yeah.
That's going to be good with you. Lady, you need to pick up your self-esteem. I'm not giving nobody permission to walk on me. Nobody.
Right. But Steve, How do you ask that question? How do you even fix your mouth to ask that?
The husband?
Yeah.
Oh, because he know who you married to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, you got to know who you married to.
Yeah.
It's some men know good and hell well they can't go in there and have that conversation.
At all.
Go and ask for permission to cheat. What? You got to really know who you married to.
Yeah.
And most of us know who we're married to. And she not having
that question. Yeah. Exactly.
Because then, suppose she turn around and say, okay, cool. Well, let's both go cheat. Mm-hmm. And we're going to see how you feel about somebody playing in your playground.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Fifi, I hope you learned something. Hope
Lady,
you heard.
Please.
Yeah.
Lady,
come on.
Please.
Fix your name. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Her name is okay.
What they got to do with it? I can't stand him.
He's crazy. We're moving on. Raven in Lafayette, CLO says, my husband's mother has given us money freely since she got rich from a legal settlement back in 2018. Because of that, my husband was afraid to tell her no when she asked to tag along on our trip to Belize this summer. Would I be selfish if I told her that I want to be alone with my husband?
You done took all this lady money?
He won't do it. Yeah.
Now you won't be by yourself?
She going
Better let her go on over there. She probably paid for it. Get her a room on the other side of that resort and shut your mouth.
Yeah.
I can't stand people that get a gift handed to them. I don't want her to go. I want to be alone. Yeah, she want to tag along. Let her go. Yeah. She done gave y'all all this. She gave y'all money freely. Some things happen. Just go to police. Let your mother-in-law be on the other side of the thing. She got all this money. Y'all go somewhere else by yourself.
Maybe her mother-in-law can take a friend or something. Take a girlfriend.
Damn. You.
Selfish, yeah. She asked, would she be selfish? Yes.
Yes, the answer.
Stupid is the question. She passing out free money because she rich. What?
Yes.
She won't go on one trip. Girl, please. Listen to me. She can stay next door.
Okay.
Meet you downstairs for breakfast, okay?
Right. Yeah.
I tell you what,
right.
If you want to come along on my trip, you more than welcome. My wife ain't gonna say nothing.
What time Steve
Why is Steve coming?
Yeah.
You better shut your ass up and let Steve come.
Yeah. Yeah, come on, Raven. All right, Vanya in Patterson says, I was sitting at work yesterday and my husband sent me a picture of his man, and I was shocked. I immediately accused him of sending it to the wrong woman. He said he was trying to show me what I was going to get when I got home. He's never done this before. Did he mess up and try to fix it quickly?
No, he sent the picture to you.
See, that's overthinking right there.
Damn, he ain't never done it before. It's the first for everything.
Trying to spice things up? You said, are you
tried to show you what you was going to get when you... Did he send it to the wrong person? No.
Now she mad.
See? Man. Can't do nothing.
Now you want something to be wrong.
Took my time to get the angle right of this picture and get this focus and get the lighting right on this thing. I done got all cleaned up and took this picture for you. Now you thinking, man, you ought to go on somewhere.
Got the right angle on it.
You don't appreciate you.
Oh, man, I got it looking like a postcard. You know?
Gotta get that lighting right.
I've been working on it like it's a commercial. I done sprayed it.
You gotta get that lighting right.
Got baby oil on it. Got that lighting right. This angle got it looking...
Okay. When you're drinking coffee or tea, don't listen to this show.
Okay, because you will spit it out.
That's a disclaimer warning to our listeners. Don't drink coffee or tea listening to this show.
Don't send your wife no picture.
Man.
Here's the last one, Steve. Jalen in Southfield says, I'm a 38-year-old man and I love a tastefully dressed woman. My girl is 42 years old, but she started dressing like an Instagram model. A bra and a blazer is not a classy look to me. Should I let her express herself or can I give her my opinion?
Yeah, I think you need to shut up, dog.
He's 38.
I don't know what's wrong with the bra and blazer.
You want to say let her rock it.
Let her rock that. Yeah.
Dog, what's wrong with you?
He's only 38, too.
Why you shut your square ass up? How is that Instagram model?
Square? I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, I just can't own square ass dudes, man. I was trying to mess up something. Woman trying to look nice for you, and here you complain. I want to string of pearls and turtleneck.
He said that is not a classy look to him.
To him.
That's what he said.
The right blazer, right bra. You got something happening, buddy. Yeah. Trust me.
He really must not have Instagram. That's what I'm thinking. Because you ain't seen him.
You sure ain't. If you think a bra and blazer is Instagram, hold on, homie.
Yeah, what you say? That's conservative, Junior?
Boy,
that's real conservative. You must not have it.
They just wear skin now.
Man.
All righty.
All right. Thank you, CLO. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. We want to send our prayers of healing to actor, singer, comedian, friend, Jamie Foxx. Jamie has been hospitalized in an Atlanta hospital since last Tuesday, reportedly recovering from an unspecified medical condition. Jamie's daughter, Corinne, made the announcement on social media last week, and sources close to Jamie are now saying that Jamie is doing better, and he's been talking and even joking with his family. And, of course, our prayers are with Jamie. We want him to get well soon, for sure.
I hope he's all right, man.
Yeah.
Wow, he's in Atlanta.
And then he was working on a movie in Atlanta. I think he had 8 days left to shoot, and he became ill, and they had to rush him to the hospital. Yeah.
8 days or 8 scenes. I can't remember what I heard. I thought I heard 8 scenes.
They said 8 more days.
That could be. You could be right.
Yes. But, so definitely our prayers are with Jamie to get well soon. And we'll keep you posted. In other news, fresh off the premiere of her Netflix special, actress and comedian Monique has announced that she's suing CBS TV Studios and Paramount Pictures. She's suing them for unpaid royalties that were linked to her. We all remember the Parkers. It was on in the 1990s and the early 2000s. It was a hit. The Parkers. Everybody watched the Parkers.
I did
Hey, Professor Oldham. Yeah, you were on there.
Nikki Parker. Yes.
According to the Associated Press, Monique filed a breach of contract suit, alleging that the defendants, quote, artificially depressed the show's profitability to retain millions that would otherwise be contractually due to Monique's production company. Monique spoke about the lawsuit on Instagram, claiming that her documents would shed some light on the unfair financial practices. So she's suing for back royalties is what she's doing.
Well, that's real talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was going to ask you, have you ever had to do that before, or Steve?
Well, I don't really, that's not my style. But she's on to something, because TV, man, they pad the numbers. They're very deceptive in television. Very, very deceptive, especially when you have back end. So she could be on to something. But it's the lawsuit is going to have to entail an audit. You got to audit, and you got to pay the money for the audit to see if there's something there. So, I mean, I wish her well if it works out.
She was a star of that show, baby.
Oh, we loved
that show.
That was the coming out show right there.
Yes, I love that show.
For sure.
We're going to have a 40, Kim and Nikki Parker. Love that show. I watch it to this day. Yeah.
And this next story is a first for any mayor in any city, especially a major city. Last week, New York's Mayor Eric Adams announced that he has hired the city's first ever rat czar. Okay, he's appointed. Her name is Kathleen.
That's a title.
Yeah. The rat
That's a
czar.
position.
New York City's rat czar. Kathleen Karate, that's her name. She's going to be New York's director of rodent mitigation. All right, get your mind right. Rodent mitigation. This is a real job. The salary is reportedly over $150,000 annually.
We need way more than that to get some damn rats. That ain't enough rat money.
No, you don't. You give my uncle $150,000. He go down there and give it all them damn rats.
That's what I'm saying.
Get these rats out of there for
You give Uncle Leslie $150,000. He'll be down there with them rats all weekend long. Come up out there, won't be a damn rat down there.
You seen how big these rats are in
I
New
don't
York?
give a damn. You give my uncle $150,000.
Yeah.
You up in New York curing that rat problem. You won't see a mouse.
I love it.
I don't know who this lady is right here. But they need to get that money to my uncle. My Uncle Leslie. Uncle Leslie go $150. I'll go ahead and kill everything down here.
They did.
150. Whoa. What you trying to get rid of?
But they had a press release, and the press release said Mayor Adams' office said that Karate will find innovative ways to cut off the New York rats' food sources.
I'm telling you right now, Karate ain't gonna be able to stop them rats. Karate ain't gonna be able to stop no rat. I don't know why y'all talking about bringing in Karate. What she know about rats?
She's gonna cut off their food sources. That's one.
Cut off their food sources.
Yeah, and they're
eating everywhere.
New technology.
You know how many people gonna starve in New York? What you need to do? Put me down there in that underground where they keep their food at.
Okay.
Then the next weekend, drop me down in the sewer system. I need 150 up front.
The 150,000 a year.
You give me 150,000. It don't take me no year now. 150,000. 3 weekends. All the rats gone.
Wow.
That's how long
3
it's going to take.
weekends. You're not scared of rats or anything?
What the hell I'm scared of rat for? See, that was wrong with the lady, karate lady. Can't be scared of no rats. You gonna try killing rats.
Well, what are you going to do with them once you kill them? Because it's a lot of rats.
That's a lot of rats.
Oh, they gonna have to lay around. They're gonna go. So he gonna be pretty strong smell for a while in New York. I said I'll kill him. I ain't say I'm gonna get him up.
I smell a
That's
rat.
another $150K.
That's a whole nother
I smell a rat.
250,000. I clean them all out.
Yeah.
But you just want them to die 150.
All right. Well, thank you. Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, a Texas man gets a 70-year prison sentence for spitting on police officers. We'll have to talk about this when we come back right after this. 70 years. 7-0.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, we all know how, we all feel, and you guys in particular feel about a person spitting on another person. We all agree that it is one of the most disgusting things you can do to someone. It's just plain nasty. It is. But in the case of 36-year-old Larry Pearson of Lubbock, Texas, does his prison time equal his crime? Back in 2022, Lubbock police officers reported to the scene of a domestic violence incident in which Pearson was accused of hitting a woman several times. A police report stated that Pearson was handcuffed in the back of a squad car, and he allegedly spat at 2 police officers, and he continued to do so until he arrived at the Lubbock County Detention Center. Pearson reportedly had prior charges for aggravated robbery and family violence and faced a 25-year minimum sentence. In addition to those charges, he was charged with 2 counts of aggravating a police officer, and at the sentencing phase of his trial, prosecutors requested that the jury consider a number that would send a, quote, message to Pearson and society. So Pearson was sentenced to 70 years in prison. So there you go. Does the punishment fit the crime?
Hell
No.
Absolutely
Spitting
not.
on
There are people
somebody
that
for 70
people
days.
that don't get 70 years.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You manslaughter don't get you 70 years.
70
Right.
years.
70 years.
The problem is the black dude spit on the white dude.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
And then they talking about send a message. Send a message to what?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, but there's got to be something else to this story. It has to be. He got to have warrants, something.
Well, I mean, he had
Third
prior
strike,
charges.
something.
Now, he did have prior charges for aggravated robbery and family violence.
Well, robbery
according
don't
to
get
the
you
story.
70. Though.
He
Well,
faced a
matter of fact-
25-year minimum sentence with those charges.
They tried to overthrow the government and got 20 years.
Okay. Aggravating a police officer. He got
police
charged with 2
officers-
counts of that. Mhm.
Yeah, and to Junior's
Nah,
point, police officers died on January
on
6th.
that day.
People died on January 6th. Ain't nobody died with him spitting on somebody.
Yeah.
Now, this white lady spit on this black lady in Days Inn and got her ass whooped. Now, y'all don't know if y'all know about
Yeah,
that.
well, I
that
saw
don't make it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did
Karen got
y'all get that video I sent y'all with an old southern white dude called the black dude
Yes.
the N-word?
Yeah, man. Okay.
Boy,
I ain't seen a slap down like that
Man.
ever.
Yeah.
that doesn't make sense at all.
Because if a white man would spit on a black cop,
Oh, it wouldn't even go to trial.
would the white guy
or
get 70
anything.
years?
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't even know the story.
Well, you spit on me, you probably won't get 70 years, but I tell you what, when you get out to the station, you sure ain't gonna look the same.
Unrecognizable.
How you get these cage prints on his face like this? Well,
Spit on Steve.
he spit on me. I reached back there and pulled him through it.
All right, coming up next, she's here. She wanted to drop by yet again today, and we love having her. Sister Odell in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, as promised, Sister Odell is here. You hear her.
Said hallelujah. Play it, Cicero.
Yeah, it's a broken.
I know. Oh, Jesus. Whip it. I know.
Well, good morning, everyone.
Good
morning, Sister Odell.
Good. What's going on? Talk to me.
Well, it's a lot going on. The latest, Sister Odell, you heard of rapper Lil Uzi Vert? You heard of Lil Uzi Vert?
No, why would I?
But I mean, because you're out and about, and
all this stuff we got going on with global warming and everything. Now, what is Lil Ozone doing now?
No. Uzi Vert, Lil Uzi Vert. Well, he's a rapper.
Uzi Vert.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Remember, this was a while ago.
Is there any kid in Eddie Levert?
No, ma'am.
You don't know? Okay.
No, ma'am, he's not.
Go ahead.
He's the rapper. I think you'll probably remember this. He put that $24 million pink diamond on his forehead.
Oh,
remember
little stupid boy. Okay, I remember him.
You remember? Okay. I thought you remember that. Well, it was a pink diamond. The diamond is gone from his forehead now. But on Easter Sunday, Sister Odell, he went and got an intricate floral tattoo design across his forehead. Okay? And he got a cross of St. Peter tattooed on his tongue. Okay?
You don't do that on Easter.
Well, Lil Uzi Vert did.
You little stupid little honorary dumb, don't know your history. What is you putting flowers on your forehead for?
I think
and then you put a who cross on your tongue?
The cross of St. Peter.
Who is that?
St. Peter, the Saint. Peter. St. Peter.
When did he get a cross? See, y'all ain't doing something you don't even understand. There ain't one cross.
Well,
the cross on Calvary.
Supposedly, this cross of St. Peter is a cross, a symbol of humility and Peter, who was martyred, back in biblical times.
How is you doing a sign of humility and then tattooed your tongue? How humble is that? If that ain't a show-off move, if ever I seen one, this little boy just dumb as a doorknob. He just, Lord have mercy, we're going to have to pray for his level of ignorance because it's just extreme.
Yeah, I don't think you were happy when he had the diamond embedded in his forehead.
Right,
yeah,
I didn't even put some flowers on this little dog skin here. Can't even see the petals on it. Just finished Easter. Here this fool comes.
Yeah. Well, you heard about what they're doing, what the mayor is doing in New York, appointing a first rat czar. You heard about that?
Ain't that crazy? How they just not trying to do something about these rats? You think they just got here?
But I mean, at least he's putting forth an effort to try and eradicate them.
Girl, he ain't finna get rid of them rats. Them rats is set in and dug in. Them rats is up in there. Them rats, there's more rats than there is people.
But he assigned a person this job, the rat czar. That is her title.
I don't care. We done gave a man the presidency. What he do? No, we done had a drug czar. Drugs is high as they ever been in this country. We done had police.
Yes,
they doing more dirt than people out here that's committing the crimes. We got politicians don't care nothing about nobody but themselves. Now we done hired this poor woman think she finna come in here and get rid of these rats.
Well, they're paying her good money
you can't get rid of rats. She ain't finna get rid of these rats. How long they give her to get rid of rats?
How long they give her to get rid of rats? Well, she making $150,000 a year, so
over
that. What? $150,000. Hey, day in the morning. $150,000 to kill a rat. Girl, you know how much decon we gonna buy with this?
All right, Sister Odell, we got to get out of here. Nephew Tommy is up next with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at about 4 minutes after the hour, it's my strawberry letter for today. And the subject is potty mouth and smoky clothes. Interesting title. We'll find out what that's all about in just a few. Because right now, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. Nephew, what you got today?
I am here looking in the archives and trying to make sure that we start this week off with a great prank phone call. I don't want us to start off mediocre, so we are looking through the archives as here we go. Can you do my makeup? Can you do my makeup? Now, there's a lot of makeups, ladies out there, makeup artists. That
Men
do the
too.
job so well. They do the job so well. The glam squads.
That's
and, you know, they have it now where you can call them and they'll come to you and put the makeup on you, and people doing that for their weddings and whatnot. But can you do my makeup? But my makeup is not on my face. It's not on my face.
Where's you getting makeup?
Can you do my makeup? I just want you to do the job. Don't worry about where we're going to put it at. Okay? Can you do my makeup? Cat Dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, may I speak to Brandy, please?
Yes, this is Brandy.
Hi, Brandy. My name is Carl. I'm calling. I got a, you came highly recommended. You actually are, I'm sorry, is it I don't know if I'm saying it right. Is it makeup artist, makeup stylist? What do you call it?
It's makeup artist. I'm a professional makeup artist.
Okay. And you work at the, you work with the makeup counter in...
Correct.
Okay. Listen, I got a photo shoot coming up, and I wanted to see about, sometime this week, maybe the following week, you could actually come and I hire you to actually make me up for my photo shoot. Do you do a lot of photo shoots at all, or you?
Yes, sir, I sure do. I've been in the business for 10 years, so I've been around several photo shoots.
Okay, good deal. So you have any time this week that I can actually just come in and we can do like a trial run or something?
Yeah, I'll actually be here Friday for about 6 hours. Will Friday work for you? I'm here. I start at 11.
At 11. I mean, I could come in maybe like around 3 on Friday if can you squeeze me in at that time?
I sure can.
Okay. What's a good? Is there a certain makeup for men?
Well, it kind of works out. It works out the same as for women in photo shoots. You just need some type of cream foundation, something to even out the skin tone, powder you down to take away the oils, cover up any blemishes or anything like that. It's pretty much the same. Of course, you don't get the whole eyeshadow and lashes and stuff. But
Right. Well, I'm not trying to get all that. But I'm just trying to look good on camera. Let me ask you this. How much makeup have you done as far as men? You know what I mean?
Yes, several.
Okay.
So I'm very comfortable with it. You'll be fine, trust me.
That's what I was really worried about, is if you were going to be comfortable with it. Because, have you done, I'm a little conscientious about a few things, you know what I mean? And have you, how many butts have you done?
I'm sorry? How many what?
Like butts, you know, how many butts have you made up?
I haven't made up any butts. You mean asses?
Yeah, because I'm actually doing a nude photo shoot, and I got a couple scratches and some old scars on my butt, and like you said, I'm a little shy about some of that, so I was hoping you can actually make sure that those scars don't show, and you said you kind of make sure everything doesn't look oily. You know what I mean? And I just need to get my.
No, well, but I didn't understand what you were talking about. I may not be the makeup artist. Seriously, I'm not going to do your.
Okay, but we're just talking about makeup, though. You're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm not about to put my makeup brushes that I use on people's faces on your ass. Tell your photographer to Photoshop that.
Okay. That's why I'm coming in to see you on Friday. I want you to do everything and make me up there in the store so I can see what it looks like. I want to see.
You were going to come into my job and make me do your what planet are you? Where did you think that was going to work? You cannot come into my job. How are you going to come to my job naked? Seriously?
I was going to wear a robe. I'm not going to just, walk in there
you are
naked.
Not. Don't you even think about coming into my job. Who referred you? Who told you need to delete this number? Do not. I'm not about to get this job.
I just need to get my done. Okay, I don't want to go back and forth with you.
Look,
why is it a problem with you doing my? What is the problem with you doing my butt and putting some makeup on it? Now, if I need to buy you some brushes, I'll buy you some brushes, and you can take some brushes.
I don't want you to buy me anything. I don't want you coming into my job. I don't want you calling me ever again to do any kind of work.
I'm coming in there, and now listen. I
am a professional makeup artist. Clearly, you don't know what that means. So you need to go
if you're professional, then you would take out the part that's bothering you and do the job, lady. You know what I mean? If my has scars on it, I want to clear it up, and I want to make up
on you before I get real ignorant. I'm not about to finish this conversation. Do not come into my job. Do not call me to do your. That's not going to happen.
So I guess it's safe to go around and let people know that Brandy is not professional because you can't do
reputation is good in the streets, boo. You can't go around and tell anybody that I'm not professional. Nobody's ever called me to do their Get some skincare for your How about that? And then you won't need any makeup.
I know you did. You're not going to sit here and now start talking about my if I told you some of my deepest secrets to let you know I want to come in there and get some makeup.
Well, that's your bad for telling a stranger your deepest secrets.
Okay, you know what? I'm coming up to your store anyway on Friday, all right? And I'll talk to your boss and let them know.
Don't let it fool you, okay? You heard me. Don't come in my job. Look, if I lose my job over your foolishness, I guarantee you will be paying all my bills.
Okay, bottom line is I'm coming in there with my robe on Friday. Somebody gonna do my butt. You, your manager.
Sir, you're not coming. You know what? How about you come up here right now? How about I go ahead and take care of the situation right now? I'm here now. Can you come right now?
I can come up there right now with my robe on. I'm in my robe now.
Well, bring your butt up here right now. We'll see if your butt gets done. I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, the bottom line, who is your manager anyway? Where's she at? Is she there?
I am the manager. Now what?
Okay, see, that's what the damn problem is. You got your little self a little position at your job. Now you trying to throw your weight around. If a person wants to get their butt done, okay, look, didn't you see Avatar? Them people have makeup all on their butt, all on their back and everything.
How about you call them? You call them and ask them to do your butt. Don't call me. I'm hanging up. Do not call me anymore.
They are makeup artists. What are you?
Look, this conversation is over.
Yeah, it's over because you know what? Let me tell you something. Do you know who you talking to? Do you know who you talking to?
Do you know who you talking to?
I know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Brandy. But do Brandy know who Brandy talking to?
Clearly somebody who is ignorant.
Okay, well, let me tell you who I am. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend, Carmen.
You are lying. I'm getting off the phone. Why y'all do that? That is not cool. I hope nobody's listening. You just made me act real stupid.
I got you, girl. I got you good.
You got me good. With the butt, yeah, for real. Get you some skincare. Get some skincare to take care of them problems.
Hey, I got one more thing I got to ask you. What is the baddest, and I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Oh, the damn Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If y'all ain't gonna say it, I'm gonna say it. I did that.
Really, nephew? Really?
I did that. You can look at it any kind of way you want to look at it. I did that. Let me say this. I want to say I thoroughly enjoyed myself in New Orleans, Louisiana with the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated as I was down there hosting their step show / talent show. Enjoyed it. And I was able to hang out with my wife and watch her be all pink and green for the weekend, you know. So it was a beautiful thing. So big ups. I enjoyed hanging with you AKAs down in New Orleans. And then I left and went to Bowling Green, Kentucky. And me and Life Jennings put it down on stage. So thank y'all for coming out to see us laying in the cut. Laugh Out Loud Comedy Show. That is Ray in the building, Craig McLaren in the building, and my girl Lou Neal in the building. We'll be at the Keswick, baby, April 29th in Philadelphia. Tickets available right now.
All right, nephew. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter subject, potty mouth and smoky clothes. We'll get into that, find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter, and if you need advice on relationships, on work, sex, parenting, or more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to SteveHarveyFM.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now, and you never know, it could be yours. Mm-hmm.
Yes, it could. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, potty mouth and smoky clothes. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 47-year-old single mother and I'm a daddy's girl. My mother passed away 3 years ago and my 10-year-old daughter and I have been making sure Papa Bear takes care of himself. He keeps my daughter every other Friday night to give me a break and they pop popcorn and watch movies. The thought of my dad dating someone new and moving on had not crossed my mind until my daughter told me about Sue. The first time she and Sue met, it was very confusing for my daughter because Sue called my dad Daddy. She said that Sue smoked cigarettes and used a lot of bad words when she talked to Papa Bear. She said Sue played Uno with her, but when she tried to watch a movie with her and Papa Bear, he told Miss Sue she had to leave because her smoky clothes, or he had to leave because her smoky clothes caused my kids' asthma to flare up. My daughter can be a brat at times, so I waited to meet Sue for myself before I said anything to Papa Bear about what I heard. Well, I met Sue last Sunday, and my daughter wasn't lying at all. Sue smelled like a casino, and she was cursing with every other word she said. She helped my dad cook dinner, and it was really good. So seems like the only good thing about Sue is that she can cook. After we ate, she excused herself to go smoke a cigarette in the driveway. My dad said I should really put all of my judgment to the side and get to know Sue because she's sweet to him. I do not want Sue in my parents' home calling my daddy daddy. It's way too soon, and it's inappropriate in front of my daughter. I hope dad is going through a phase and he moves on. They don't have anything in common. Do you think my dad will figure that out before they get serious? Well, I got news for you, daughter. They are serious. She is cooking for your dad and everything. This is not your business. Your dad, Papa Bear as you call him, is living his life right now. You're the only one who hasn't at least tried to move on. Your dad is moving on, and Sue is the one helping him through it. She may not be the ideal choice for you or who you would pick for your dad, but your dad likes her. Potty mouth and all, cigarettes, all of that. He likes her. She makes him happy. And I do like that he asked Sue to leave when it was affecting your daughter's asthma, but he also needs to let Sue know that her potty mouth is inappropriate in front of his grandbaby. Now, I will say that. He should do that. But it's not for you to determine the timetable in which your dad should move on. He has to move at his own pace. It has been 3 years. But if Sue doesn't start respecting his wishes concerning the baby, you're going to just have to stop letting your baby go over there. Because it doesn't sound like Sue is going anywhere. And whatever you do, please don't try to force your dad to choose between you, your daughter, and Sue, because you will probably get your feelings hurt. He likes Sue. Steve?
Well. A specialty letter for me. Right up my alley. We're going to just go on and get to it. Potty mouth and smoky clothes. Yeah, whatever. That's what your baby don't like.
Right.
That's what your little daughter don't like. I don't like it. She smell like cigarettes. She be cussing all the time. Shut your damn mouth. She say that to Sue. That's what Sue gonna tell her. Well, you're a 47-year-old single mother. I'm a daddy's girl. My mother passed away 3 years ago, and my 10-year-old daughter been making sure Papa Bear take care of herself. Now, every Friday they go together. They have popcorn and movie night. And the thought of my dad dating someone new and moving on ain't crossed my mind. Well, it ain't crossed your mind.
Right.
It's been on his mind for damn near 3 years. Because, see, Mama gone, Papa got to do something now. And then you didn't know none of this until your daughter came in there and told you about this woman named Sue. First time her and Sue met, it was confusing to your daughter because Sue called my dad Daddy. Daddy, y'all through watching that movie so I can give you something else to watch, Daddy? Now, the baby is confused. She said that Sue smoked cigarettes and used a lot of bad words. So, obviously, the adjectives was coming in before Daddy.
Like,
you want to go up these blankety blank stairs, Daddy? Huh?
But she said it in that voice, though.
Say blankety blank. Hey, Daddy. I wish the blank they would, Daddy. Is that blank movie over with, Daddy? I'm finna go out here and smoke this blankety blank cigarette, Daddy, because this movie taking too damn long. And he told Sue, they tried to watch a movie with her and Papa Bear. He told Sue she had to leave because her smoky clothes caused my child's asthma to flare up. My daughter can be a brat at times, so I waited to meet Sue myself before I said something to him about it. Well, I met Sue last Sunday. My daughter wasn't lying. Sue smelled like a casino. She was cussing with every word she said. She helped my daddy cook dinner, and it was really good. So it seems like the only thing about Sue is that she can cook. That's where you're wrong at.
Right.
Oh, it ain't just the cooking.
In the kitchen.
Sue in there doing several things, daddy girl, that you need to hear about. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you what that is. Brace yourself and put your baby in another room.
We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up to today's Strawberry Letter, Potty Mouth, and Smoky Clothes at 23 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is potty mouth and smoky clothes.
Well, this 47-year-old single mother lost her mother and her father. She's a daddy's girl. And they lost her mother, which is his wife, 3 years ago. Well, to make sure that they're okay, her and her daughter been going over there checking on Papa Bear, make sure everything's okay. So every other Friday, just to give you a break, your daddy has you bring your daughter over and they watch movies together. They have popcorn. All that's going good. Now, you never thought that your daddy would start seeing somebody even after 3 years. I don't know how much time you think it take to get over somebody. That don't mean you're over them, but it's time to move on because life does continue. You didn't know she was dating somebody. He was going to see somebody else until your daughter came in and told you about Sue. Sue is this woman that smokes a lot and cuss all the time. And, you don't think that's appropriate, but you think your daughter's a brat, so you waited to meet him for your first self, meet him the first time yourself. Well, you finally met Sue, and guess what you said about Sue? You said Sue smelled just like a casino. Then you came back and said she was cussing every other word. And then you said that seemed like the only good thing about Sue is that she can cook. She helped my dad cook dinner, and it was really good. Now, it seems like all that Sue can do is cook. That's where you're wrong. That's all you seen what Sue do. Sue did what she could do in front of you and the baby, which was cook. But what Sue really do, it ain't for you and the baby. Papa Bear in there laying it down. Papa Bear in there putting it on Goldilocks. Papa Bear in there, Winnie the Pooh drop off honey and he eat the whole jar. Yeah. And then your daddy said you really ought to put all your judgment to the side and get to know Sue because she is sweet to him. Now listen to this sentence. He is sweet. She is sweet to him.
Yeah.
That key word is sweet to him. What is the cigarette smoking, cussing woman doing that could be sweet to your daddy? Now, you being a daddy girl, you ain't gonna want to hear this. But they in there naked somewhere.
Real.
Yeah, your daddy naked. Pants down around his ankle.
Oh, man.
All he got to do is lay back. She pull the pants off around his ankle. Sweet to him. Hey, daddy girl. She in there doing things that your daddy got your daddy jumping up on the ceiling like a cat in a cartoon. All 4 claws dug into the ceiling. Then they're doing things, the fitted sheet ain't fitted no more on the bed. It done come up on all 4 corners. That's how sweet she is to him. And then you sitting up in here and Sue and I don't want Sue in my parents' house calling my daddy daddy. Well, it ain't the same daddy you got. Them 2 different daddies. When you call him daddy, it's parental. When she call him daddy, it's consensual. Yeah. You call him daddy is parental. She call him daddy is consensual. As in consensual sex.
Right.
Yeah, you can be daddy when you bringing it. Spank me.
Okay.
Put some punishment on me.
Really?
Make me do right. Make me do what you want me to do.
Oh, Lord.
I said yes, you say no, we still do it anyway. That's what a daddy do. A daddy pick you up and spin you around. Yes. That's what daddy do. Daddy fry bacon. That's what daddy do.
Oh, goodness.
Daddy put you on the merry-go-round. Yeah, that's what daddy do. Yeah, daddy pick you up and throw you up in the air and catch you. Oh, that's what daddy do.
That's what daddy do.
Yeah. That's why she called him daddy. Then she say it's way too soon and it's appropriate in front of my daughter. It's been 3 years. 3 damn years. That's over 1,000 days. It's too soon for who? And it's inappropriate in front of your daughter. No, it's not. Your daughter needs to know that life goes on. I hope dad is going through a phase and he moves on. What he old. What phase?
This is it.
You 47. You 47. Ain't no phase. He writing the last chapter.
That's a good one.
Yeah, there ain't nothing left next except the end. So leave daddy alone. They don't have anything in common. Oh, yes, they do. Do you think my dad will figure that out before they get serious? Shirley said it best. They're already serious. They so serious she over there cooking. And calling him daddy. How you think she got to calling him daddy? Because some serious stuff didn't happen in there. I've been called daddy before.
It feels so good. Daddy and Poppy. Ooh,
Yeah.
it feels good.
That does something to you guys, doesn't it? All right, listen. Hit us up on Instagram.
He ain't figured nothing out. Your daddy in there high as hell with that girl right now.
At Steve Harvey FM.
They
to
both
comment
in there cussing.
on today's Strawberry Letter. You can also check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up next, it is Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Playoff basketball. That's what I got, Shirley. Let me tell you, and it's good too, Unc. Now this basketball now ain't letting nobody make it now. Now they filing now. You ain't just going to the hole dunking no more. Oh, we had some great games on the weekend. I don't know if y'all saw it, Tommy, but the 76ers over the Nets, 121-101. And let me tell you, the James Harden went straight crazy out there, man.
He went to work?
He went to work, man.
And guess who used to play for?
Ain't nobody asked that. That ain't got nothing to do with the playoffs.
That's not our team. He's not on our team.
Well, why you brought him up first and you said James
Well, I just
Harden
said he just had a great
missed him
game.
in Houston. Go ahead.
Ain't nobody said nothing about missing.
Yeah, but y'all do miss him though.
How Cleveland do?
We finna get to that. Right,
Cleveland is in the playoffs.
Okay, well they are in the playoffs.
Doing in it. No.
They lost to the Knicks, Tommy, 101-97. Yeah,
What?
man. Yeah, they lost to the Knicks, man. But Jalen Brunson went to work as well. Hey, you know what, man? I gotta give it to him. Come on, y'all got a shot at this. You think y'all gonna get this one?
We're gonna beat the Knicks. We ain't going nowhere after that.
That's where it ends.
That's where it stops at.
You're gonna beat the Knicks, win. On Xbox, win. Where
Yeah, we're gonna beat the Knicks in this series right here. Well, we know who ain't in it.
Yeah, well, we got that, man.
That's for damn sure. We know who ain't gonna win their next one.
Here's another good game, man. Well, I'm going to say good game, but it was, it turned out to be closer than it should have been. But the Celtics over the Hawks, 112-99. It just looked like Jason Tatum, man. He just looked like the best player in the playoffs right now. He just was out there just balling, man. And even Jaylen Brown, man, with the split finger open, he put down 29. So it's gonna be a good series to watch. But here's the one that shocked me, these Warriors and Kings.
Yeah.
Did you see that game, man?
Yeah, man. Don't be surprised. The Kings is tough.
De'Aaron Fox. That's all Malik Monk. But I didn't know this boy was the second leading closer out of games in the NBA. This De'Aaron Fox. This boy dropped 39 points, man. He was not playing in the fourth quarter. Steph them did their thing. Steph finished with 30. but it was close. It was close. It was a good game. So I'm gonna be watching that series. And then also finally, man, we want to give a shout out to my man Mike Brown, head coach of the Kings, because he is now the NBA Coach of the Year, man. He brought them boys back. That was the Kings' first win in a playoff.
And he used to be the assistant coach at Golden State. And that was their first win, man, in 17 years, man. So Mike Brown, man, congratulations. NBA Coach of the Year. This NBA playoffs is gonna be different, man. They're not giving up nothing in the paint now. Now all season they're not doing it right now. They still giving it up, Junior.
All right.
And one more time, Cleveland lost. I just want to make
sure. Yes, sir. They lost 101-97. Time.
Okay.
You say Houston is where?
We gotta go. Coming up at the top of the hour, we have a few questions for Steve from Steve Harvey FM right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this one's for you from Joanne in Tennessee. Joanne says, my husband and I went on a trip with two other couples. Me and one of the wives went to the spa, and the other wife stayed in a cabin to help the husbands fix our dinner. When I got back to the cabin, the woman was wearing my husband's shirt. He says she got chilly while she was out checking on the barbecue, so he let her wear it. Her husband didn't seem to mind. Was I the only crazy person there? This incident rubbed me the wrong way. Why does she have my husband's shirt on?
God.
Valid.
Because your husband gave it to her.
Can you imagine?
Now, let me ask you a question.
Crazy.
Was the barbecue at Charles' cabin and everybody else was over there at Charles' cabin, or was it one cabin?
One big cabin.
Sounds like it was
Well,
one
then if
big
it's one
cabin.
big cabinet, where her husband's damn shirt at?
They did it. They did it while y'all was at the spa.
What the hell is your husband being Captain Saver for?
Exactly. I'm sure she had all those questions.
Well, my wife would have came back. You'd have been cold as hell. You wouldn't have had my damn shirt on.
I'd have took that shirt right off.
You
I would have taken
It would have been barbecued.
Hey, her husband would have been standing up here with no shirt on.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'd have walked in there. So you didn't bring a jacket. You
Yeah,
didn't
this
pack
is
your own jacket.
craziness. This is
No,
crazy.
all
You
these
got to
people
wear
in there.
my man's shirt. You think
You
that's
didn't get nothing from no.
It looks
Why
crazy.
you got dog? Why you in it? Where her husband's other shirt at?
Why she didn't put
First of
my
all,
man's
I'm
shirt?
not volunteering to help your wife. If you were the only time I did that was in the gym one time. A girl was lifting some weights and she was going across the floor and she got stuck. Her husband was over there. I went over there to take the bar off the lady's neck because her knees was buckling.
Oh,
You know what he told me? No, dog, you pick up your weight, you carry your weight. Don't help her no more. I said, okay.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Chivalry
My
is
bad.
dead right here.
I thought you wasn't supposed to let this woman fall with this weight on her
And
back.
die.
Your dumb ass talking about she got to pick her weight up. You know, he a personal trainer. You get your weight, pick her up. Don't help her no more, Steve. She good. I said, okay. You're stupid. Last time I was ever in the gym with that couple. Ever.
You know what? Matter of fact, we wouldn't have let her leave. She wouldn't have stayed there with us while we cooking. You got to go with them.
Yeah,
You got to go
I'm
with them.
trying to
You
tell
can't
you
stay with
that.
them.
Yeah.
You can't stay here, man.
With all the men and the women are leaving, no.
That's it. That's
Don't
right.
care nothing
I
about you
don't
being
care.
cold.
I don't care how well you can cook.
No.
We ready? Where you going? I'm going to stay here with your husband. Who husband?
No.
I know how to make potato salad. You can have your ass with them.
All right, here's one. This one's from Sarita in Jefferson City. Sarita says, I've been married 4 times and I'm cool with my 3 ex-husbands. I have children by all of them, so I still see them often. As we try to be good co-parents, she says. My new husband, the 4th one, does not have a relationship with his ex-wife at all, and he doesn't understand why I tolerate my exes. He acted like it wasn't a big deal before we said I do, but now he's upset whenever I have to deal with an ex. Why did he change?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why it changed. It's just too much.
Maybe he started
It's
singing
just too
too
much.
much.
It's 3 of them. Everybody got a baby. Everybody got another daddy. It's just too much. He's just sitting up there one day. He just got to doing the math. Let me see that. 1, 2, 3. Everybody come over here to slept with her. And everybody come over here got to say so in my house. I'm tired of this. We ain't doing it no more. Don't bring your ass over here.
That's like Andre and Jeffrey on Ready to Love, Tommy.
Quit being friendly with everybody. With all this hell my head.
But he knew it going in, though. He knew it going in, Steve.
Everybody get the first Friday. All y'all come over here at one time, then I ain't got to see y'all ass for 3 weeks. But no, this one got this Friday. That one got that Friday. The kids can't plan nothing together because here comes somebody that took one of them out.
All right. Coming
where your brother going?
After.
That ain't my brother. Who daddy is that? That's somebody else's daddy. Well, where your daddy at? My daddy was over here Friday. When your other daddy come over, he don't come over to 2 Friday from now.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So, guys, we partnered with Olay Body Lotion this spring for the chance to win $1,000. Olay Hyaluronic Body Lotion nourishes skin with an all-day hydration situation going on. So transform your skin this spring with Olay Body Lotion. 95% of women have visibly smoother skin in just 7 days when used 2 times a day. Also try Olay Hyaluronic Body Wash. To enter and get rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com and you might transform your spring with $1,000. I'll say it again, $1,000. Wow.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I like
again,
it.
Yeah, I like that.
Visit SteveHarveyFM.com and you might transform your spring with $1,000. That's a lot of money. This spring.
It will always be a lot to me.
There's a lot with that, right?
A G is a G.
Yes. Thank you, Oil of Olay. Thank you, Oil of Olay. Mm-hmm. It is a lot of money, Steve. Why are you looking like that?
Oh, it's plenty of money.
Okay. Did you black out?
No, it's just a lot of money. I just felt like it was enough people saying it was a lot of money. I didn't want to come across and sound phony.
You didn't want to chime in.
Ooh, that's a whole lot of money. Who'd have thought?
It is. It's all relative. You know that.
When don't you need $1,000?
Thank you once again.
You need
to
it.
Oil.
I ain't mad at that.
Oil of Olay. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll do a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now, guys, for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather embalm bodies for a living?
B.
Or do hair and makeup for the body?
I'm finna do your hair and makeup so good. I ain't lying to you.
Oh, dead ass be just as cute.
That's it.
It'd be cute or funny looking, one of the two, but either way, it's gonna be a good ass funeral.
Yeah.
You'd rather do that than embalm. Okay.
Who is that? Man, that's your daddy. What do you mean, who is that?
Now, who is that?
What did you do to him?
The
Why is
family
my daddy
don't
so
recognize
light?
the
But I
body.
tried a different makeup on it.
You don't like it? What'd you say, Cindy? You don't like it?
What you care for? We finna close the door in a minute. Come on now.
Put an S curl on my daddy. I did.
S-curl.
If I do either one, it's gonna be a closed casket. Either way, if I do it, it's a closed casket.
No, open mine. Mine gonna be. I'm gonna put excitement into it.
You gonna set a scene up in the casket?
You got to go up there and look at this body.
Why is my daddy hair perm? Hey, I'm telling you, I thought it looked nice.
He got a conch.
This is what I do. Let me do me. All right. Would you rather ride Greyhound from New York to L.A.? Okay, think about that. Ride the Greyhound from New York to L.A. Or would you rather fly naked in a coach seat?
No, I'm gonna go and get on that bus.
I'm getting on the bus.
Oh, no.
I done that before.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a ride. A lot of
Oh,
material when you get off that bus, though. By the time you get to L.A., you got a whole new show.
You know where you get it from? Them prisoners in the back of the bus. You get them prisoners back there on that Greyhound, boy.
Prisoners be at the back of the bus.
Oh man, when they get out of jail.
We don't know that story.
I don't know nothing about
like
this right
looking
here.
at you like, huh? Really?
Y'all don't know when they get out of jail, they get on. They get a bus ticket. Yeah. Now they got a trash bag with their stuff in it.
I'm in coach, ass naked.
What?
No,
But
I'm on
Junior,
that
I will
bus.
say this. I was on a flight one time and a prisoner was all the way in the back and they had him in shackles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've done that.
I've only seen that in the movies.
Yeah, I thought that only happened in the movies.
Before,
Me
and the
too,
dude
yeah.
spoke to me.
You was a fan.
Hey, Steve. Hang in there, dog.
All
They
right.
got your boy out here, dog.
Hey, man.
Trucked up charge.
Hey, Steve. I said, hang in there, bro.
All right. Would you guys rather stop lying for $10 million? Stop lying. No more lies. No more lies. Or would you rather stop using profanity? Stop cussing for $5 million? Which one?
Ooh, I'm trying to figure out how to get that 10.
Yeah.
But
Stop,
when I
you
get
can't
that 10,
lie.
though, I'm gonna be by myself after that 10.
I'm not gonna,
If I'm over here telling the truth,
I'm not going to be able to
by
participate in this one.
Why?
You have to pick
This is for
A or
you.
B.
Because you cannot stop lying.
It's no way.
That's today's round of Would You Rather.
No way I can never lie. That's just not.
We'll come back and close out the show at 49 minutes after, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, last break of the day. And before we get to the closing, Steve, we just want to send our prayers out again to the city of Louisville, Kentucky, in light of the tragic shootings that took place there Saturday night. We're praying for Louisville. I mean, this just happened right after last week's mass shooting there. So, you know.
So sad.
Yeah, this cannot become the norm. It just cannot. Our prayers are also going out to Dadeville, Alabama. It's about 45 minutes away from Montgomery. There was also a mass shooting there at a 16th birthday party. So just,
You know,
16.
there's also a scripture that says faith without works is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are we, you know, I'm not saying we're not to pray for people because we should. We should never cease with prayer. But we keep praying about the same thing, but we don't do nothing about it. Faith without works is dead. We're not passing gun laws. We're not offering up any consequences. Because half the time the consequences are way too late. A lot of these people that do these mass shootings turn around and turn the gun on themselves. So that you get no justice from anything. And we just keep repeating ourselves in this country, man. This country is sick. But you know what? This country is doing what it always does. This country is never in for the cure. We're only in it for the treatment. Our country, our medical system is designed for treatment. It's not designed to cure. It's just not. For the most part, that's it. And they have no plans of curing so many things because they make so much money off treatment. So, look, our heart goes out. Our prayers go out again. But like I said, until we do something about it, man, we're just going to keep repeating this vicious cycle. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense, man. Show me how it makes sense. It don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the families, and all you left with is a bunch of us strangers saying to you, we'll offer you our condolences and our prayers. All you got is a flag being flown half-mast somewhere. All you got is a news reporter reporting the story so the people aren't forgotten. All you got is the same Democrats screaming for gun control, and you got the same Republicans saying no. Over and over and over and over again. And here we are again today. Another mass shooting in Louisville again. Another one in Dade, Alabama. Again, it'll be one next month. And the month after that and the month after that, because our country does nothing about it. We're not doing anything about racism. It just continues. We give permits for hate groups to have parades down streets that we pay taxes for, to allow them to come down the street to tell us how much they hate us. and how devalued we are, and we have a system that allows that. We could do a simple thing as to stop passing out permits to hate groups to have the right to assimilate and promote their cause. But see, here's the thing. If you got the right to speech, the right to freedom of speech, and the right to come down my street to tell me how much you hate me because you a skinhead or you a Klan member, then I reserve the right to issue out the consequences for coming down my street to tell me how much you hate me. See, if you got freedom of speech, then, you got to understand it's going to be, you got to be free for the consequences too. Don't start leaning on the law when you come down the street and we crack you upside your head, because today we don't feel like being told how much you hate us and how black people ain't this and how black people ain't that. And you're going to march down the street to tell us. Now, hey man, I'm tired of giving these closing remarks like this. I really am. I'm tired of it because it's the same thing. It don't make no sense. It's ridiculous. I feel foolish as a person who has a microphone. I feel extremely foolish to have to say the same thing to the people who listen to us, who listen to us for inspiration, motivation, information, and then some entertainment, and then at the end of the show we got to do this. And when we get through, they're not going to change nothing. I want to say something to Republicans just for a second. You have every right to be Republican. I actually happen to agree with some of the values that you have as Republicans. I happen to agree with a lot of the values they have as Democrats. But I've discovered something. I don't really care for the far right, and I don't really care for the far left. I just don't. But for you basic Republicans who keep getting snow jobbed with the basics of your party, but that Second Amendment that you all hold so firmly to, it needs mending so we can stop some of these murders in this country. And how you don't see that, I just don't get it. So the beat goes on. Hearts go out to Louisville, hearts go out to Dade, Alabama. And we'll be doing this again next week and the following month and every month after that until we do something different. You keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. I don't know how nobody see that. Y'all have a great day, man. Peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.